Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this beautiful world, my dear friends of my site and all newcomers. I appreciate you all. My name is Joni with Mystical Magic with Joni. I do a lot of different things along the metaphysical line. I work with energy and frequency. I think everything is based on that, and also the way we use that energy and frequency is what we see in our life. In fact, I chose an oracle today from the Archangel Metatron Oracle deck by Amanda Ellis. And the card I pulled was Cosmos mirrors you. It mirrors us all in the way we talk, we think, our actions. This is what happens as a collective. And the book says, no one sets out to ask for problems or difficulty, and yet what we think, speak, and project is so powerful right now. Big time. Everything on our planet is shifting. There's a total transformation. We are in a regular state of communication with the universe. It listens and it responds to what we emit and sound out constantly. So it's really important what we project out into the universe. If we focus on the negative and everything that's going on or what other people are doing that we have no control over, that is not good. We have to focus and utilize our energy in such a way that connects us to the light energy, to the joy energy, to bringing good into the world, to blessing what we have with gratitude and light. This is what we must focus on. Because if we focus on the negative and everything that's wrong, more of that happens. And so it's best to know what we have control over and what we don't have control over. If we don't have control over something, we do our very best and release it and let it go. And it makes life a lot easier. Now, today's a very special day. It's March 3rd, 2025. It's a number 3 powerful gateway of transformational higher energy, which is big. It's a great day and portal to put out to the universe what you want, to work with the divine, higher energies that are coming in, and there is a lot of high energy frequency coming in right now. Can make you feel very tired, fatigued. Rest if you need to. Be sure to drink plenty of water, this sort of thing. The 3-3 portal represents a vibrational reset, which will empower us to truly embrace our full potential and step into our power. This will lead to a brand new start for us. So we have all been going through so much the past 3 months, but we're going into 3 months we're going to find blessings and opportunities opening up to us. We need to open up to those opportunities and let things flow in. This is a beautiful time right now. So yes, we're hearing things on the news and things that are out of our control, but there's some good things coming through also. So the challenging 3 months are behind us, which is good news. However, okay, we just finished with the new moon in Pisces, and we will be going into Aries after the 20th, and that's going to be an interesting time. It's going to be a positive time too. Venus is going retrograde, which means It's going to be kind of emotional time. We'll be thinking about the past. We'll be thinking about old relationships, old friendships, how much we have changed, how much maybe other people have changed. It's an opportunity to reconnect if you'd like. It will represent this shift, a substantial frequency and adjustment. Right now, at this particular time, you may notice temporary disruptions and interpersonal dynamics with other people. It's just temporary. It's because of the energy shift. People are reprogramming themselves with their DNA. We're feeling the energy shift. The earth is, human resonance is shifting. We're feeling this. This is affecting us physically. We might have headaches. Like I said, we could feel very tired. Try to be easy on yourself. Don't buy into a lot of self-judgment right now. It does you no good at all. You can expect having sinus issues right now. Of course, we're going into spring. Allergies cropping up. Just take good care of yourself with self-care. Get out in nature. Drink lots of water. Just be good to yourself. That's the main thing. And be good and kind to other people, because we're all going through this together. There's a lot of changes with the earth, a lot of seismic activity throughout the world, flooding, all kinds of things. But the more we stay up and keep our connection to the divine, higher spiritual guidance, our spirit guides, guardian angels. I pray to the archangels. Archangel Michael is wonderful for protection and putting a blue cloak shield of protection around you. If you're having medical issues, ask Archangel Raphael to surround you in his green healing light. Just think positive. This is a vibrational reset time. So just go with it and you will be fine. And I wanted to say something too about reading oracle cards. Some people have given it a bad rap because some people misuse reading oracle with other people. Not all readers are like that. Please do not put us all in that box. Oracle is a wonderful tool to use, and looking at the pictures and what they say and how it collaborates with your life and how you can make changes in your life. You have free will. Nobody can tell you what's going to happen. They can give you advice if you ask, but it's truly up to the individual. We are responsible for our own life and our own journey. I love to read oracle because it always seems to hit the spot, just like this card from Amanda's deck, Cosmos, mirrors you. When you keep that in mind, you live your life differently. If you want love and peace in your life, then project that out into the world. Because if we focus on anger or resentment or jealousy, that comes right back to us. And no one is exempt from that. That goes for anybody. You know, this is a great card. That's great oracle cards of Amanda's. The Archangel Metatron deck. And speaking to Archangel Metatron is a wonderful thing to do and connect with him as well. He will give you positive and honest insight, that is for sure. So you've got to be ready for it. So I thought, okay, I'll pull a few cards. We got the Venus going retrograde. That means some of us will reconnect with ex-boyfriends, ex-friends, and hopefully there will be a great outcome to those reunited. We've all been changing so much. People aren't what they were or who they were 20 years ago, unless they refuse to change. Some people just like to stay where they are, and that is their choice and their free will. But if we feel like we want to reconnect with some people, go ahead. Just stay open with it. I like to release expectations because that's what gets us in trouble. So just go in with an open heart and speak your truth. And when you do those two things, coming from your heart, speaking your truth, you're never wrong, ever. And I thought I would pick some cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. These cards are really great too because they go into explanation about relationships. So let's ask what the collective needs to know right now about relationships in March. And that, like I said, it's all relationships. It could be a lover, parent, a friend, anybody you have a relationship with. New life. So that could mean a bunch of things. It could mean a brand new start in a relationship, or it could mean a brand new relationship. But new life is always good. Look at her, she's celebrating. She's got her hand up like, yes, yes to the new life, to the new beginnings. And that's what March is about too, is new beginnings. So if you've released past traumas and where you have felt triggered, where you've had suppressed emotions by working with your dark shadow, doing your inner child work, you're going to experience a brand new freedom, a brand new life beginning. I think it's really important that we do these things with working with our dark shadow and healing those areas where we have been traumatized or had bad things happen to us, and forgiving ourselves and forgiving others in relationships, and realizing we're all in a journey. We all make mistakes, and forgiving each other, and always coming from the heart. And that's how you experience new beginnings, you know, on a clean slate. It's a wonderful feeling. So I was going to look up here what she has to say about it, Colette Baron-Reid. What number is that? When spring awakens the world, joy and excitement can be felt all around us in every core. Blossoms burst from trees overnight, birds return home and sing their glorious song. And nature is full of promise. Miracles beckon all of us. This is one of those times in our life when new ideas inspire us and new opportunities bring us hope for seeing our dreams come true. All is well in our world, and we have the energy to feel the need to feel renewed. What a beautiful explanation. And it's March. It's the beginning of spring. Let your light shine, for this is a time of good fortune. And it says for relationships, new energy enters old relationships, and new relationships are bursting with the sweetness and vibrance only encountered when winter gives way to spring. This is a time to connect with others and share excitement, passion, and hearts full of joy. This card is a very auspicious sign with respect to love and partnerships. Wow. Well, we have something to look forward to here. This is a wonderful thing. Let's pick another one. We got to stay positive, everybody. I know things are crazy in the world. I know that there's some things we wish we could change. Some things we're not happy with the way other people are acting or what they're doing. But some things we can control and some things we can't. I always say, if there's things happening in the world that we're unhappy with, let the right people know. Speak up. This is our time. We can't just sit back and slide by and let the other guy do it sometimes either. You know, we have to do our part. We're part of this universe. We want us to stay safe. We want to have peace and love. We all do. Some people don't know how to do that. They have to work on that. You know, we have to say prayers for the people that want to create drama, because that means they're hurt. I always say hurt people hurt people. But it's really nice to get through that hurt part and work on ourselves by working with our dark shadow and releasing things that no longer serve us. Because when we do that, we actually serve other people, because our relationships improve, and everything is so much better in life when we just work on ourselves and come from the heart. And so I got the new card, which is here and now. So this card is about being in the here and now. Don't look at the past. Release the past. Be in the moment. Plant your seeds. This is a great month to plant your seeds. And again, I'm going to read what she has to say with this one, because so far it's pretty right on. I love oracle cards. And it's what I just said, being here in the moment, living one day at a time. Everything happens in the now, in the present. Only this moment right now matters. You have what it takes to handle anything today if you let go of the need to look into the future or reflect on the past. Be present and notice what is going on right in this moment, at this time. This very moment has the potential for you to create miracles in your life. And this is very, very true. We have to work with our mindset. We have to listen to ourselves and how we talk to ourselves. And that takes a little bit of work. But after a while, you notice repetition. You notice you have a belief system, a paradigm. And this is what creates your life either to be good or bad. Some of these paradigms come from our ancestry, from our family belief systems. It's very important to understand this, because if we want change in our life, we have to change our belief system, something that doesn't serve us any longer. And it takes work, but it's well worth it. I affirm I am worthy. I am deserving. I am wealthy. I am healthy. I experience nothing but good in my life. I am always at the right place at the right time. Affirming all is well. God and the universe hear me when I speak these words. And I mean it from my heart and speak with emotion of how wonderful life is when I feel loved and I feel supported. And if you're not feeling loved or supported, start speaking the words, I am loved and supported, and see what happens. Yes, some people might go out of your life if they're not loving you and supporting you, that means the door opens for someone new to come in or a new friendship to come in. But it's important to be in the here and now in this moment and not look back at the past. And even people from your past that come back into your life, remember the world has been going through a major transformation. Everyone is feeling it. Everyone is changing in some way or the other. And use compassion and empathy with others and yourself, because you have to love yourself first. You have to look in the mirror and say, I love you, and mean it. Because if you don't love yourself or know how to love yourself, it makes it difficult to love other people. So this is a total time of transformation on many levels for everyone. All living beings are feeling what's going on with the energies in the world right now. We can't run away this time. We have to face it, We're going into an ascension, and it's important that we do the work we need to do. And that's why I like the Oracle so much, Here she is. She looks like she's in an egg balloon, and she's sitting on top, and there's a sign that says past and future, but she's in the center, and she's got a flag, and it looks like she's celebrating. Right today is a blessed day. Look at today with gratitude. Look at your blessings in your life. Try to not focus on what is wrong, because not everyone's having an easy time today either. But to just stop and ask the divine for guidance if you need it, to know that answers come, but just stay in the moment. It'll make it a lot easier than looking at the past and past mistakes or other people's past mistakes. Look at today and open the window to new opportunities and new beliefs in your life, and you will see your life change. Everybody is on their own journey. Some people are further ahead, some further behind, but we're right where we're supposed to be. And everything happens for us, not to us. We must remember that. Even when it seems awful or a relationship ends and we feel like people have done these things to us, it actually is a blessing, and what we receive as a gift, and what we learn about ourselves and life and our boundaries and about love and forgiveness. It's a blessing. So there's something in there for us. Even when bad things happen, something good comes from it. I've never seen it fail. I always say it's just horrible, some of the things that go on, but there's always a lesson that we learn from, and life improves eventually. No matter what we're going through, some things seem so hard to go through. Some people really go through some very traumatic things in their life. I hear it all the time from people. And I pray for them, and I surround them in a divine Christ light for healing. But I like to think that I give pointers of things I've learned from my own personal wisdom and how I have dealt with good and bad in my life. But like I said before, every day I wake up, I thank God for the day. I'm grateful before I go to sleep at night. I thank the Creator for things I've learned, from things that have happened during the day. All these things add up. This is a good month in March to plant the seeds of what you do want, what you want to create in your life. Let's pull another card. March for the collective. What do we need to know? What's another good reminder for us all? Change is inevitable for everybody, but sometimes that's a really good thing. Life is all about it. Letting go, releasing, forgiving, opening doors, opening opportunities. all the glitters. Sometimes when you think the grass is greener on the other side, it's not what you think it is. It's not all that glitter you think it is. Use discernment. Stand back and look at things from a broader perspective. This is a good time for that because we're going to be hearing all kinds of things. Some things might be being said. They're just too good to be true. So just because something looks shiny on the outside doesn't mean it's shiny on the inside. That's a good thing to say that about relationships and meeting people. Sometimes people say things that they want you to believe about them and who they are, but as you look further down the road, you see that it's not the same picture. So use discernment on things that look shiny and glittery on the outside, or people that appear to be just never make mistakes. Just use your discernment in relationships that you accept in your life too. Because not all things are as they appear. You definitely got to use discernment in watching the news, what we read on the internet, what we see on YouTube, because I notice an awful lot of people instilling fear in people. And I don't think that is a way to go about things. Yes, there's things that are happening or going to happen, but we cannot feed into the fear part. We have to heighten our frequency. Listen to good music. Get out in nature. Ground ourselves. Release the negative. Take in peace. Exhale fear and anxiety. And you'll sleep better at night too. Just use discernment, So important. Ooh. Yin and yang. We got yin. Yin. The feminine principle of receptivity, letting someone else make the first move, gathering information and taking in cues, the art of conscious and not allowing. This is a time of calculated receptivity as you gracefully await what is coming to you, ready to accept it when it appears. Yin does not involve frozen dreams or even resting, but rather consciously allowing things to flow to you. Poised to receive the bounty that will be made available to you. It implies sensitivity as you alertly study the actions of others and contemplate how they will affect you and yours. Remember, you must make space for miracles to appear. Be the shaped, not the shaper, and you'll see how quickly your dreams manifest. So as you plant your seeds this month, release the need to control and the outcome. You're planting the seeds, you're trusting in the universe, God Creator, to bring what you want. You know you're worthy, you know you're deserving, but let go on how that's going to come about. That's really important. I love these cards. Should do a good job on these cards. There's so many good oracle cards out there. And I really like these when it comes to general about relationships, about life. It's really good cards. I think it's really important right now to let go of judgments too, until you see the whole story or hear the whole story. This next card is chaos and conflict, and you see it looks like a zebra in the middle of the desert. Disarray, being at cross purposes with another, the tension of opposites, the value of chaos before order. That says a lot about the world situation right now. It seems very disruptive and chaotic. Some of the things that are happening, many do not agree with. Opposing forces come together to create a turbulent atmosphere. But consider the value of chaos that serves you well as you become unmoored by it. Scattered to the winds, you leave behind the parts of yourself you no longer need and disperse seeds to reinvent yourself anew. Although the conflict appears to exist externally, its essence is also internal, projected outward and causing disarray. You may find yourself at cross purposes with someone else, facing a storm you feel you can't control. Facing a storm you feel you can't control, yet every storm passes and chaos leads to a reordering of things. Conflict provides a way to see more than one side of a situation. Look upon this as just a moment in time when you may need to take shelter and step away from the fray. Don't be too eager to fight. This is a time to understand rather than to be understood. I think this is a big world lesson right now. I think some people in power have a game of chess going on, and it's out of our control. And there's going to be chaos and things happening that we don't understand. But it's important to understand what we do have control over and allow the dominoes to sit where they're going. I think everything's going to work out. I just think it's going to take some time because some of the old no longer works and everything needs to be recalibrated. Everything must change. We can't stay the way we were. Even in relationships, there's constant change. We simply have to know what fights are ours and what fights are not ours. And if there are fights, then we get involved and we speak up our truth. It's very important, but understand, through chaos, sooner or later it levels out. Everything begins and ends in a circle, as the Native Americans have said many times. The world has been through chaos many times in the past. It's like a pattern where things are broken down in society and then we start over again because there's lessons that haven't been learned that need to be learned and brought up to be looked at. There are many reasons why things are the way they are in the world right now. The earth is going through a major transformation because we are all living beings. We affect the earth too. The way we come across, our anger, our not working through things, not working together with Mother Nature. She has a soul too. And everything is interconnected. We are all interconnected. I'm a hands-on healer. I'm an energy worker. I feel energy all the time from people, and I'm sure you do too. You can walk into a supermarket and you can feel the energy of whether people are happy or they're frightened. At least I can feel it, and I know people that work with the public really become sensitive to the energies around them. Yes, we all affect each other and every living thing. I know I have pets, and if I'm upset about something, My pets immediately feel my energy and try to comfort me. I think it's called opening up and really listening to yourself and listening to what you feel around you, listening to your gut, paying attention to your first thought. This is going to be very important in the future too, because our telepathy and psychic abilities as a general collective is opening up more and more. DNA coding is coming in to help us deal with the light that's coming into the planet from the solar flares and Earth changes. Creator has definitely not forgotten us. These things have been added to help us during this time. That's why it's very important to connect with Spirit and our guides, archangels, God, whatever name you give Creator, whoever you pray to. There are many, many names to God, Creator. I like the Native Americans where they bless the 4 directions, north, east, south, west, and thanking each direction for what we have. I think gratefulness is so important to talk to Mother Earth, speak to her, thank her for giving us nourishment, for being there for us, for helping heal us when we're feeling emotional and we need her. Thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you, Mother Gaia. I just think gratefulness is going to be very important, or rather is important. And it brings in more good when we act like that. So I'm going to let you go, but I wanted to step in and give you some of my wisdom and what I'm feeling right now generally, and using the Oracle. And maybe I'll pick one of these two. This is an interesting one too. I like these cards. These are the chakra balancing ones. I'll do one. Just feel like I'm in the mood here. And this is a Chakra Wisdom Oracle by Tori Hartman. We all have energy centers in our body. Am I losing my scarf? I hope not. It's sliding around. From our crown, above your crown, all the way down through our body. Our energy centers are affected by what happens to us emotionally, physically. We get pain from blocked energy in our system. So it's always nice to know how our chakra energy system is doing and realigning it. And you can do that. Mind, body, and spirit work together. So I'm going to pick a card generally from this deck to see what the collective, that would be helpful to the collective right now, you. And if it resonates with you, great. And that goes for any cards I read. Some you might resonate with, some you might not. This is a free reading, so, take it for what it gives you. And if you don't resonate, that's okay too. But if you do resonate, I'd like you to let me know in your comments whether you like it. Please share it for others that might resonate. It's always appreciated. I appreciate you for listening to me. I want to personally add my wisdom to this universe, to those that need it and resonate with it, because it's taken a lifetime for me to get to this point. And I study all the time, and I learn things from other people all the time. I've taken classes. I'm a certified Oracle card reader, amongst other things I'm certified with. I'm a hands-on healer. I've learned remote healing, where I don't even have to be in your space. So the card that came up is having faith. And look at, there's a higher spiritual being around these people, and it looks like a big amethyst in the center maybe. This is one card. It's really important to understand what faith is. Understanding that you can never lose faith. And this has got a purple background. Let's see what this one is. I like these cards and what she has to say. She says, legend is Peggy is terrified. She can't see past the wall in front of her, and it is preventing her from moving forward. She cries out for help. The great spirits appear and tell her that she is holding a royal purple brick, thinking it is a wall. They encourage her to place the brick back in the path and ask her not to give up on life. Peggy lowers the brick to the ground and courageously steps forward. Her future lights up. What frightens you is something much smaller than you. Excuse me. Goodness. What frightens you is something much smaller than you. Know if you are experiencing pain, holding on tighter will only worsen the situation. Your greatness awaits. The personal inquiry. I have a tremendous amount of personal magnetism. Am I willing to allow myself to shine? Key ideas, narrow focus, miracles all around, not following wise counsel, not accepting your gifts, using energy in a self-defeating way. This is the time to let go and recognize your own gifts. Thank your guides for protecting you and not allowing you to give up. This is the first step in communicating and sharing with the world. The royal purple brick is part of your path, not the entire journey. This really speaks for itself. You know, I always remind people to have faith and courage and what faith really is. Faith is knowing everything's going to work out, that this is only one spot on the journey. It's not a destination. Even when we die, we go. Our spirit goes forward to another realm, another life. But to always have faith. And I'm going to leave you with that thought, no matter what's going on in your life. May the Great Spirit be with you and guide you in everything you do. I hope you enjoyed this time with me today, and maybe something I said will make your life just a little bit easier. That is my intention. I give personal oracle card readings. You can go to Mystical Magic with Joni.net and set up an appointment with me if you like. And I'll put it in the comments below. Have a very beautiful morning, evening, or afternoon, no matter where you are. Blessings to you.